Welcome crafters to my creative corner. This is Claudette, where I create projects using paper, stamps, inks, mixed media, embellishment, and a whole lot of joy. So if you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you could be notified when I upload my latest videos. Today I'm going to be creating a quick invitation, specifically a Halloween invitation. So if this is something you're interested in, stick around. So what we're going to be needing to create this invitation is we're going to start with a basic piece of cardstock. So this basic piece of cardstock is in our basic grade. This is measuring 5.5 by 4.25 inch. Then we have this tangerine color, I would think we call it Mango Melody. This is measuring 3.25 by 4.5, and then we have our Whisper White. This is just basic white. This is measuring 4.25 by 3 inches. I'm going to list all the measurements down below in the description. So first off, what we're going to do is go ahead and emboss this piece with our 3D cobweb embossing folder. And we're going to ink that up with our basic white ink. So there's a flat side, an indented side, and this is the flat side, and this is the raised side. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your Whisper White, which is a pigmented ink. It's very thick and sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss that first. So while we're working the rest of our card, this could dry. So what we're going to do is ink up the indented side. We're going to spread that, rub that in pretty good. Could use circular motion if you choose. Then I'm going to take the basic gray cardstock. I'm going to put it on the side that's not inked up. And then I'm going to close that in. Then I'm going to bring in our cut and embossing machine, which is new to Stampin' Up. It was available for purchase starting September 1st. I did a video on how to use this particular machine and the sandwiches that comes with it. So on this, we're going to put down the base, which is these are numbered. This is number 1, and being that this is a 3D embossing folder, we're just going to use just one top plate, and this is number 4. So when you're putting in your embossing folder, you want to make sure you put the half that's closed going in. And so we're going to sandwich that together, and then we'll run this through. All right, and there we have it. We have that raised side with a little bit of that white. All right, so we'll put that on the side. Next, what we're going to do is take our white piece of cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and do our stamping. And being that these are photopalmer stamps that I'll be using, you need a piercing mat to give it a little bit of cushion so you could get a crisper image. So I'm going to be using the stamp set So Inviting. So I already got my stamps mounted on my clear blocks. I'm going to use the sentiment You're Invited, and I am going to be I'm going to ink that up with black ink. This is Memento black ink. Next, I am going to get the other stamp that has the date and time and place on there. And we're going to use Memento black ink once again. So I like how that came out so far. So next I'm just going to take this little design right here, and I am going to be getting the ink in Mango Melody. And we're going to put one design to the bottom and one design to the top. So I'm going to try to line those up as best as I can. So I just love those colors together. The gray, the black, and the Mango Melody. So now what I'm going to add is, so this stamp set is called Life is Beautiful, and I'm going to go ahead and add this tree to our invitation. So I already have this on our block, and I am going to bring in the basic gray ink. And just let ink that up. So this is nice as it is, so if you want you could just leave it just like that, but I just wanted to add the tree to it. So I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap, piece of paper. So I'm just going to add this tree up here to the corner. So next what I'm going to do is bring in a blending brush, and I'm just going to add a little color to the edges. And I'm going to be using the basic gray ink, and I'm just going to make it look a little dark, you know, like it's like in the night. You have the spooky tree and you're just going to make it look like it's nighttime on this invitation. So I'm blending on the scrap piece of paper and then working my way onto the card. So I hope you guys could see that. So next we're just going to put these together. So you're going to take your glue. In this case I am using my liquid glue. And then we'll just center that in the middle. Then we're going to add that to our gray cardstock. And that's it, guys. I think these are simple, nice, clean, cute Halloween invitations. I love the color combinations. I hope you got creative value from this. Get out there and be creative. Until next time, this is Claudette.